Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Podcast. Tonight is 7 ways why I liberate me. From me, I'm free. Something I discovered in my own path of enlightenment is everything I blamed on the outside world was a fallacy, because once it occurs in the physical world, it becomes an internal representation or a cognitive recollection for you to live your life off of. And all that, I went through the self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, the psychology stuff, and it was always blaming the outside world, and you had to heal the outside world, and that's a lie. You got to liberate yourself from yourself. That is where you open up to what is going on. And so I'm awakened and aware of the dare. My sovereign activation dissolves inherited attachment as I liberate me from me, ensuring my nowality unfolds beyond my conditioned recognitions and cognitive recollections, mindset resistance, where I impose limitation that clings on to yesterday, stopping fearless movement as I override expectation effortlessly into boundless mastery. See, when you latch on to a frozen in time representation within yourself in the subconscious mind, you're binded to whatever that is. And that controls your life. And that's what I really discovered for myself is I was letting my thinking, knowing mind and my subconscious frozen time representation and cognitive recollections control my life. And then I discovered the word expand, but then I rose to liberation. Liberation is life invitations, boldly energizing, revolutionary acumen, trend-setting intuition, opening now. And as liberation rises, as the presence commands movement beyond structured identity of your challenges and your chaos and all your life. As authentic freedom does not cycle permission. It magnifies limitless embodied energy, effortlessly energizing wisdom to override inherited filtrations of whatever happened yesterday. And see, we've been taught to live in history. We really have. But what really opens up now is history was taught to control us. We've never been showed and introduced to the wisdom of history. We've been taught to be controlled by history, and we really are. As I liberate me, I'm free ensures mastery expands beyond imposed regulations. And see, we're all self-regulate. We live in our cognitive recollections from yesterday. And one thing about mindset, it has a resistance to anything here and now. It keeps us locked and blocked in yesterday. And that's something I really understand. Mindset is mindset. But forthright frequencies open up for the way for me to listen and energize my life. As I move effortlessly into sovereign articulation. How does that feel? Sovereign articulation of your artistic abilities, coloring and designing your desired lifestyle. See, one thing about change, heal, create, transformation, and forgiveness, think and know, they're locked and blocked. They have and when you shift in them, you shift sideways. But when you rise, I liberate me from me, I'm free to feel the robust energy elegantly dancing me through life with ease. You got to get a liberating lingo that allows you to let go of yesterday. But as I liberate me, I'm free. Really, I'm free from my viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, childhood programming, and ancestor survival mode mindsets. See, we still encompass our ancestors' enslaving mindsets. And we're also caught in, if you listen, the news and all that, all it does is put pessimistic fear out there. The economy's this, the economy's that. Well, whatever it is going on out there, you have the wisdom, insight, clarity, and the talent to rise above it. Nowality amplifies fearless foresight to light and ignite your light of life to take flight, feeling love, invigorate genuine hellraiser's tenacity to move beyond cognitive entanglement, as engagement does not regulate validation. It unfolds effortlessly beyond the filtrations and all your embedded, frozen in time representations of yesterday. And that is, we stay stuck in the frozen in time representations from yesterday. That's what history is. It's just frozen in time representations. And if I want to change, if I wrote a history book and I changed 5 words on every page, would that history book have the same meaning or would it have a different meaning? As I unshackle my enterprising embodiment that stains boundless, bold emergence of my enterprising energy that moves me beyond expectations. Expectations are a thief. Even though people say you got to expect this, you got to appreciate the experience to rise to the outcome. That is where this is. As genuine liberation never cycles containment, it boldly magnifies sovereign electromotive prowess, unleashing daredevil bravery, visionary valor, enterprising skills, gallantry, intrepidity, and fearlessness. Because freedom never chases, freedom energizes autonomous activation, inherited revolutionary revelations into pure sovereign expansion, effortlessly asking, why liberate me from me? I am free. Unleashes my free-flowing sovereign energy. As freedom is the release and communicates away all resistance. As you liberate you from yourself, energy flows unhindered, sovereign, expansive innovation, unfound and unbound by anything in the past. It allows you to stop being a servant to your past. How does that feel? I stopped being a servant to our past because your past limitations. When I was doing the self-help and I was in the change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, I never got out of my past. Oh, write a letter for forgiveness. I write an image, the liberation of now. And that's the thing. Everybody wants to talk about the past, talk about the future, but they never color and design the here and now. And that's what I liberate me from me is coloring, designing, sculpting the here and now. And as you do that with the now, you actually put forth the energized images of your desired lifestyle into the universe's airwaves of artistry, invigorating, rich, wise appreciation, visionary epiphanies to understand you can vision and design with picturesque prowess your desire of your future desired outcomes. But all you're doing when you're thinking and talking about the past is you're living the past. And the past has more control, reactive control of your life than the here and now. And see, that's where we're really stuck is in the reactive past. Its authentic sovereignty is never control. It's streaming, energizing wizardry through my arteries of artistic agility, ability, and audacity to experience my life my way. As an unrestricted flow of foresight, liberating omniific wisdom bursts limitless inventive inspirations as my free-flowing energy is far and away from being confined by old narratives or conditioned thought. And if you allow yourself to take thought out of your life and use inspirations, inspiration dissolves yesterday's desperation as thought is caught in yesterday. So it's an inspiration dissolves desperation. As I unleash my free-flowing energy that exudes and expresses intuitive wisdom, dissolving barriers, allowing innovative frequencies to emerge naturally from within me to rise, shine, and energize and expand my life. Without force or hesitation, it chauffeurs me to my seashores of fun of the sun's splendor and dissolves the stranglehold of me. And I want you to sit back and imagine something now. I want you to imagine or pretend, witness a soaring eagle just floating in the air. Because as you liberate you from you, you are that soaring eagle just gliding through the airways. We was working at an oil refinery up in Anacortes, Washington. And the A-10, there was an Air Force plant there. The Dutch Harbor Air Force Base was right there. And them A-10s would fly over. And them eagles would get up in the airwaves and the backwash of them and just soar right behind them. It was unique to watch. But anyway, I just want you to feel like a soaring eagle just gliding through the airways. You can be over any river, any mountain, anywhere you desire, but just be that soaring eagle just floating through the air effortlessly. As I ask, why I liberate me from me, I am free, dissolves the stranglehold of my viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, childhood programming, and ancestor survival mode mindsets. Forthright freedom destroys inherited narratives from our parents, our ancestors, and that. You see, we're still desiring to liberate ourselves from our ancestors' way of life. When they come across from St. Louis and the parents that went through the 30s, they still encompass them memories, and it controls their life today. My parents did. And then people come through the 30s, I take my hat off to them because they come through, well, look at the heat of the day. They did it without air conditioning. A lot of times they did it without having a lot of electricity. They were an internally tough people. And as you liberate yourself from yourself, the grip of your childhood conditioning, ancestral survival mode patterns dissolves. You being far and away from confined generational fears or societal imprints. As your authentic audacity emerges, unfiltered and sovereign, chauffeuring you through life with ease, as you are that soaring eagle just floating through life with liberating internal fortitude every day you play on your heavenly heydays. As expansion now begins where certainty ends. Expansion begins where certainty now ends. Releasing and communicating away rigid viewpoints, opinions, and programmed beliefs clears a way for boundless autonomous expansion for you to feel the liberating designs of your desired lifestyle, coloring your third eye movie screen you see on the heavenly skies and all the earthly horizons now and forevermore. Because liberation is never about rejecting the past. It's about stepping beyond its limitations. I'm going to say that again. Liberation is never about rejecting the past. It's about stepping beyond its limitations. allowing fluid intuitive innovations design your here and now with natural omniific wizardry, setting you free to color your world your way. And it really designs your here and now desired lifestyle. Why I liberate me from me, I'm free, dissolves the fallacies of indoctrinated education and business, third world enslaving mindset. That's something I've really awakened to. Is college education teaches negativity and pessimism, and college business school teaches third world enslaving mindsets. That's the reason we're kind of in some of the situations we're in. Freedom dismantles imposed enslaving limitations. As you liberate yourself from indoctrinated education and rigid business structures, you break free from the narratives designed to confine you into what other people think rather than you expand of your dreamer's dexterity and onto your paths of enlightenment, up your trails of triumph, down to your seashores of stunning success. As I rise, shine, and express my genuine wisdom that emerges as comprehending wisdom, illuminates paths of enlightenment, chauffeurs me to my seashores of lush leisure and stunning success, daringly designs my inner visionary veracity, destroying external control. You know, we think everybody, if you use the word think and know in your life, you're controlled by the outside world. Wisdom, inspiration, innovation, and your free flowing energy is the one that expands you from here and expresses to the world your vibrant veracity of your visionary vitality, coloring the world with your dreams. As breaking free allows you to break free from the breaking mental chains of indoctrinated education, audaciously awaken sovereignty as business invoke third world enslaving mindsets without us realizing it are built on survival based programming, reinforcing scarcity and dependency. Does that sound like today? Because we're always dependent on something. And, you know, all the business coaches and the business in the world, they're always saying, if you don't do this, we're going to leave. Well, leave. But it's the survival, the world enslaving mindsets are built on survival based program. And you can see that today in the world, reinforcing scarcity and dependency. And they passed legislation that it took the world back from our standard of living to basically just above a third world country. That's my feeling. And liberation dissolves these illusions, allowing inner rising revelations, dissolve childhood programming and third world enslaving mindsets of obedience to instantly enterprise my pioneering prowess of health, wealth, energetic wisdom, and opportunities to flow effortlessly. Why I liberate me, I'm free, rises me out of the cognitive recollections of change, heal, create, transformation, and forgiveness. It's the freedom as the mastery of sovereign activation. Authentic liberation is never about escaping autonomous expansion. It's about the mastering and embracing your authentic liberation, instantly releasing attachment to the past, recollections, mindset resistance, and comfort zone programming. As you rise beyond memory into genuine presence, as healing, creation, and transformation fall away, you open up to your energetic liberation, autonomous expansion, sovereign activation, politically incorrect inspiration, cowboy wisdom, outlaw optimism, and you express revolutionary revelations, liberating you from you, set you free to enjoy today through your energetic listening, authentic questioning, comprehending the wisdom of today. You comprehend the wisdom of now to let go of yesterday. As you no longer define yourself by in yesterday's mind that have change, heal, create transformation, uh, and forgiveness, because they keep your mind in the cognitive recollections. As liberation allows you to flow in the here and now. As you're rising from intuitive inspiration, energized listening instantly rises you beyond the cognitive recollections as you cease being a victim of change to instantly understand the embodiment of I am liberated from me, I'm free, breaking free from healing. As energetic liberation is your organic state, innovation flows without resistance. As your fashion design and artistry unfolds naturally, unleashing your native abilities, agility, audacity, and acumen to color today. And you're no longer bound by analysis, you are simply free. How does that feel? As you unchange, you're awakened and aware to be daring, unlocks limitless scenarios of your acumen, ability, agility, and audacity, unbinds the mind that clings to patterns of yesterday and what other people told you. As energetic liberation streams, our sovereign activation has instantly destroyed their hold of yesterday, of change, heal, create, transformation, opening today to rise beyond thought into pure awareness, removes barriers, clearing the path for infinitive intuitive innovation. And in this space, healing is gone and liberation is not a repair. It's an evolution of eloquent, visionary, omnific, liberating, ubiquitous, trailblazer, innovative, omnific nous. Nous is wisdom. Is never struggle. It is simply I listen to listen to the airwaves of my day daringly opens a way for me to enjoy today. Why I liberate me from me, I'm free, mirrors a soaring eagle. How does that feel to be that soaring eagle? Just effortlessly floating through the air. Freedom fosters revolutionary, engendering, enterprising dreamers, omniscient mojo of let's go as you are the master of the unseen winds of wisdom, insight, and clarity. You mirror a soaring eagle, feeling that energetic liberation comes as you soar on the currents of celebration rather than resist them, because our comfort zone programming will never let us soar or float, because it's got to be inside the limitations of think, know, learn, and everything. And the indoctrinated school system and the third world enslaved minds keeps us in there resisting your natural flow of your free flowing intuition, imagination, inspiration, innovation, unleashes your sleek, unique talents. So as you release the old weight, you rise effortlessly, gliding on your inner energy that feels zero limitation, opening up to understand limitation is liberating invitation, mystically innovating, trend-setting audacity, trailblazer innovation, optimizing now. As your vibrant visions expands and clarifies, as the eagle rises, the eagle never fears elevation. It embraces it. Seeing beyond the obstacles of of yesterday that once confined the eagle, as the eagle is soaring behind that A10, AWAC plane, freeing yourself from yourself, you you open to the prosperity and peace and the enterprising perspective of clarity and the limitless horizons, enjoying your stunning scenarios of fun of the sun's splendor. As I liberate me from me, I'm free to feel the forthright, rebellious energy and elegantly chauffeurs me through life. And that's something I really opened up to, is chauffeured through life. As I liberate me from me, I chauffeur myself through life with listening clarity, questioning, debonair flair, wisdom, insight. I let go of the words that confine me into yesterday, opening my wise eyes and listening ears to enjoy today my way. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity, and I liberate me from me. I'm free is my design with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. It's about a now beginning right here, opening up your Hellraiser's enterprising, robust elegance to dance with your dreams across the earthly plane, unleashing your veins of fame, setting free your artistic agility to enjoy life your way. I want to thank you and good night.